Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to Vivid Collectibles. My name is Danny, and I'm going to be giving you my review on this pretty strange but very cool and kind of rare Bloodstorm Batman statue by Queen Studios. This thing's been out for a long time, but it's not available in the States, and I've been looking for this thing for years with no luck. It's never available. I didn't pre-order it. The only way to get it was through Spec Fiction. And I just didn't pull the trigger, I don't know, 4 years ago whenever this thing was announced. It took forever for it to come out, which is typical of Queen Studio stuff. This is a quarter scale piece. This is I'll say Kelly Jones inspired Bloodstorm Batman, meaning he fought Dracula and I guess he won but lost. He himself is now a vampire. He's no longer Bruce Wayne, and he drinks the blood of his enemies. It's a very stylized statue. I think this was a collaboration with a famous Japanese artist named Hiroki. I don't know too much about it. It's about 28 inches tall, 14 inches wide, and 14 inches deep. And it's almost like a horror piece. It's not your typical Batman. So without taking up too much of your time, I'm going to give you my reviews and tell you what I think about this really cool and very atmospheric statue. Like I said, it's a dark horror piece, and I'll give you my thoughts in the review. Alright, so like I stated before, this Batman's basically lost his humanity. He's got to fight his urge to feed, so what he does is he feeds on the blood of his enemies, so that's what's coursing through his blood. This has a circular base which measures 14 inches deep and 14 inches wide, and he's perched on top of this gravestone which has a nice cross on top of it. This statue gives off a certain very atmospheric, creepy vibe. So the base is good, but it could have been better. Some aspects of it I really like, some I don't. So you have this mud and dirt, and the bottom and the sub base is just like a circular black ring that's around the whole base. But the dirt looks okay and the mud looks okay. The rocks look good enough. Everything's a little bit muddled. I wish it was better defined, but it's not bad. The tree branches, however, are really good. Maybe a little bit on the darker side, but nothing to really complain about. So I like the moss green on it and the different roots on this tree. As you can see, this tree's got a lot of very nice detail and texture on it, and it looks great. The wood on the tree looks good. You see it splintered, nicely textured and painted. That looks awesome. And then on the stone, on this cross, on this gravestone, looks amazing, and the weathering on it is great. You can see the cracks on it, so you know it's been there a while. And I like that it's toppled over and on an angle, right? It's not straight. So this thing is crooked, it's tilted. You see the breaks on the stone, the cracks on it, the weathering on the stone of it, right? You see it's chipped up. It's got some engravings on it in stone. And then a large part of this cross is broken off. And then you see the tree where it meets the stone. You see the branches, right? It looks very good. Again, nicely detailed. The engravings on this cross are great. I don't know what the symbols mean, but they're done very well, and I like the green on it. It really adds to the vibe and the feel of it. Now Batman is perched on this cross, and he's very grotesque looking. It's, he's lost his humanity, so you can see he's emaciated. He's very, very skinny, because he's only feeding on his enemies. He's fighting the urge to feed on Gotham's people. But this guy's gangly, very skinny. You can see the great detail. All of these black marks on him. The knees look good, they're weathered. The skin is just, he looks old and emaciated. And then he's got like these shin guards that have spikes on them and some leather. They look good. You can see he's got claws on his feet, almost bat-like. So this Batman's become almost like a vampire. They went more for realism with this Japanese artist, like I said, Hiroki. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing his name right. And the wings look awesome on Batman. They're like a translucent, so you can see through them. The light actually filters right through it. He looks more animal-like than he does Batman at all. In fact, he's lost basically, like I said, his human side to him. So he's just like a vampire Batman, which is really, really cool. Again, he's perched over, hunched over. I'll give you some more looks at him. His midsection. He's got like a loincloth with a bat symbol on the belt. You know, he's still got some muscles there. He is Batman, but he's a little bit on the thin side. And all of these like tags all over his skin looks like a monstrosity. You can see some of the veins right there. Again, those skin tags throughout. The vein work, the muscle. The anatomy is very, very strange on this. And that's exactly what they were going for. He looks like a vampire. Look at the claws on his hands. Again, the vein work. So he's painted like a dark blue and beige throughout. So this would have been obviously the blue version of Batman. Looks great. And then the gauntlets. Everything looks medieval. Spikes on it. And the bat symbol. Even that looks weird and twisted. Look at his neck and all of the veins. And you can see the tendons. And see straining. And then that great expression on him. He's ready to pounce on you. I like the way they did the teeth, the mouth. Like I said, it's grotesque. And then the cowl looks good. The eyes on this one are whited out. This is the exclusive version of the premiere. It does come with 2 other portraits. And they gave you these 2 little portrait stands, which had a nice touch on them. This one, obviously, he's completely blind. Same great expression on the mouth. Good detail. Looks very good. And then this one here, he's got the red eyes on that. You know, the clenched mouth. Great detail on it. Wish this thing would finally focus. There you go to give you a better look. So this statue is really cool and very, very different. You're not going to see anything really like this. I know Sideshow did their own version of like something like this in 1/5, and it looks really good. But this is more like animalistic. It doesn't really look much like Batman. As you can see on the wings, look at the bone structure. It looks like a bat's wings. Very animalistic. I like the paint job on this, the translucent, like light greens and browns. Again, that bone structure. Look at the back of it. Just grotesque and nasty looking. However, this statue, as much as I like it, it took me forever to find it. Has a very, very bad flaw, and that's these horrendous neck seams. I mean, these are bad. I mean, some of the worst that I've ever seen. While I love the piece, and I'm not going to get rid of it, it took me forever to find it. You know, you're going to look at it mostly from the front. You're never going to focus on that seam. But it is there, and it is pretty bad. Not so bad on the left side as it is on the right side. But I like that it came with the switch-out portraits, which, honestly, if you get just a regular version, I think it comes with just this one. I'm not 100% sure. But it's either one of these will suffice. This one is, I don't know, too strange for me. I'm never going to use it. I do like the stands on this. So what I like about this piece is that it's just such a different, you know, Batman statue you don't see every day. And because it's not available in the States, not many people have it. In fact, I couldn't find a single review of this statue other than what I'm doing now in English. So I guess this will be a first. And I've had this piece for a lot of months. I just haven't done reviews, but I love the base. I think it's outstanding. I love Batman, his body, that it's different. I do not like that seam on the head and neck. Besides that, I think it's a beautiful piece in a horror way, right? So you have Batman who's become, he defeated Dracula, but he himself was turned into a vampire. So that's unique. Kudos to Queen Studios for providing the headstands. These are nice, right? But again, I wish they had something different with the portrait where the seam wasn't so bad. Maybe they could have just had you attaching the whole torso into it, and it would blend in better. And, you know, because right here you have like natural seam covers that would have worked, but instead they went with this. I think they got lazy, and I think it hurts the piece. Not enough where I don't like it. I think it's amazing because it's so different. You're not going to find anything else on the market like that. And it's painted well. And again, the base tells a story and it's very atmospheric. So I hope you've enjoyed this review of this rare piece. I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching.